You said no. They heard you, and yet nothing stopped. This is one of the first things foreigners notice in Korea. The refusal that doesn't land like a refusal. The no that keeps the door open. The goodbye that doesn't feel final. It's not that Koreans don't understand no. It's that in Korea, no is not always the end of the exchange. Sometimes it's the beginning of one. The first no in Korea is often a position, not a verdict. When someone declines food, an invitation, a request, the decline is real. But it is also the first move in a longer exchange. In many cultures, no closes the loop. You asked, they said no. It's done. In Korea, the first no often signals something else. I am not sure yet. Ask me again, and I'll know you mean it. The no is the opening line, not the last one. Watch a Korean table long enough and a rhythm appears. Someone offers, someone declines. The offer comes again. The decline softens. By the third time, something shifts. This is not pressure. It is a system. In Korea, the offer-decline-offer sequence is how the table reads sincerity. 1 offer is polite. 2 means you mean it. 3 gives permission to receive. The rhythm is not about food. It is about giving someone permission to receive. There is another kind of no in Korea. The one that lands wrong. Not because it was rude, but because it arrived too fast, too flat, too final. In Korea, a hard no, delivered without softening, doesn't just decline the offer. It changes the air. The relationship feels it. The room feels it. This is why Koreans often don't say no directly, not because they can't, because they are managing more than the answer itself. Daimyo. Next time. To a foreign ear, this sounds like a promise. Put it on the calendar. Let's make a plan. In Korea, it is often something else. Not yes, not no. A pause. A way of keeping the relationship intact while the answer is still being figured out. The refusal had been sent, but carefully, wrapped in a future that keeps things open. Here is what all of this adds up to. In Korea, the answer to almost anything, an invitation, a request, an offer, doesn't come from the individual alone. It comes from the relationship. How close are we? What does yes or no mean for what we are to each other? These questions run underneath every exchange, and they take time, which is why the first no is rarely final, why the table keeps offering, why next time stays in the air. The answer is not being withheld, it is being worked out inside the relationship at the pace the relationship allows. So the next time someone in Korea says no, and then says it again softer, or offers you something you already declined, or ends the night with daimyo, they are not being unclear. They are being careful. In Korea, refusal is not always a personal answer. It is often adjusted inside the relationship.